Good morning and welcome to Fresh, the show all about food, entertaining, design, and wellness. I'm Courtney Wallin, and on today's show, just like every other show, we're going to hit on all those topics. We're going to do our entertaining feature out at Bonneville Mill with Julie DiLorenzo with Strut Your Mutt, so you'll want to stay tuned for that. We're going to be at the Willows in Goshen looking at our design portion there, and then in a unique design portion with Jonathan Tuff from Garber's, looking at how to entertain your neighbors in the summertime, how to get to know those people that are around you. But right now for food, we took a little bit of a field trip today. We're in Dowagiac, Michigan at the Woodfire Restaurant with Chef Cheryl. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good. She's busy back here making a very unique dish that we're going to be cooking today. And what is this exactly?
It's our pan-seared sashimi tuna.
Now tuna. I think of tuna. I think when most people think of tuna, they think of the white stuff in the can. But here, you guys do things pretty classy. And what's unique about this?
It's a fusion of, I would say, an Italian fusion cooking. It's an Oriental infusion into Italian food. I think you'll see what I mean when I finish the dish. But traditionally, sashimi tuna is considered raw tuna, Japanese. But we're going to blend it with an Italian flair. 8-ounce tuna fillet. And the same pan that I cooked the tuna in, I'm going to finish off my pasta with. So you want to step back.
Okay. I'm going to stay back from here. Now what are we adding here to this?
Anchovy, which is a very common ingredient in Italian cooking. Anchovy, cruda. Add a mixture of artichokes, Kalamata olives, lemon zest, and cilantro.
So a lot of different flavors going here.
Very Mediterranean. Hit it with a little lemon juice.
It's really sizzling back here.
Yeah. And this is where the Asian flavor comes in. This is a mixture of a hoisin sauce with ginger and garlic in it. We're going to hit it with that. And finish it off with some butter.
Lots of butter.
About a tablespoon. Let it melt down.
This smells wonderful, and I like the word, the infusion there. That's really unique in doing different styles of food here. Now, do you have a lot of dishes that are like that here?
Yes, majority of our dishes are actually. Like I said, we're Italian, but with an attitude.
I like that. Italian with an attitude. Now, what is this? Just the pasta?
Angel hair. It's a mixture of two kinds of pastas. One is Italian, the other one is Oriental. One is capellini or angel hair, the other one is a soba or a buckwheat noodle. So I just mingled the two, and I'm going to drop it in here. Heat it up. As you can see, this is a really fast dish.
Yeah.
And normally we cook the tuna to medium rare. Put your pasta in there. Over here. Then we're going to use some pecorino romano and fresh chopped parsley.
Sprinkle that on top.
Yep. Then twirl it.
That was very simple. You make it look very easy. I'm sure someone like me probably would really mess this dish up, but this looks amazing. It smells wonderful. Now, you guys have lots of different dishes. You have a buffet. Is that correct?
For lunch, we have a lunch buffet that we're setting up for right now. It goes from 11 till 3 o'clock.
Now, would you suggest someone making reservations if they were coming out like for dinner on the weekend?
On the weekends, yes. During the week, depending upon what or who's playing, because we have live music here on Fridays, Saturdays, and Wednesday night. Not Saturdays, but Fridays, Sundays, and Wednesday nights. So it depends upon who's playing. I would suggest yes.
What type of music is usually here? Is it a big variety, or is it?
It's pretty much like we are, varied.
Just fly by the seat of your pants a little bit here.
Yes, yes.
Well, this looks wonderful. And then you just add the tuna here.
Yeah, you cut it. So it's a medium rare. And we have a lot of people who request it just rare as possible. So it's like, yeah.
Is that common with tuna? I'm not real familiar with how tuna is really cooked like that.
This type of tuna, yeah. It is. Put it here. Open it up. Oh, let me move this out of the way so you can see it. It's very healthy food too. Oh yeah. Because we use nothing but olive oil in everything we cook, so.
Great, and very fresh food here.
Very fresh. Everything from scratch. as the Italians say, alla minute, at the last minute. All right, sashimi tuna.
That looks amazing, Cheryl. Thank you so much for showing us that. Now I am gonna take in this for a little bit, but I'm gonna go talk to Larry about the wood fire stone. So thank you so much for being with us.
Oh, you're welcome. I'll go over there and cook the pizza.
And now I'm here with Larry Sarink, the owner of the Wood Fire Restaurant. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Now you have this beautiful stove behind us, and we were talking a little bit earlier about it. And this is really unique here to the restaurant and to food, to restaurants in general. Why don't you go ahead and talk about it a little bit?
Well, the oven is really the focus of the restaurant. It keeps us centered on what it is we like to do, and we cook over half the menu in the wood oven. All of our fish and steaks and such things as that are. We actually cook our cedar salmon or our cedar plank salmon on a cedar plank that ignites under the fish as it's cooking, so it smokes it up, and it's very nice. Yeah.
And what was interesting to me is that you do cook half your menu in this, and I don't think a lot of restaurants do that. When you think of something like this, it's mostly just for bread or pizza, but you really utilize it to its fullest extent there, don't you?
Yes, the kitchen staff loves it too. It's a very interesting way to cook, and there's a lot of art to it because you don't put it in at a certain temperature for a certain number of minutes and yank it out. You have to really watch the food and judge it's cooked.
If it's done. Now you said even at night or when you come in the morning, it's 500 degrees still.
Yeah, it's closed off in the evening. There's a door that goes over that, and typically at night it'll be 700-800 degrees when we're cooking. In the morning it's still about 500, and we clean it out, and that's the perfect time to cook breads.
So it's still hot, but cooler than normal.
2 weeks to cool off. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, very interesting. Now you went to California to learn how to make the bread, and then you came back here and showed your staff, correct?
Yeah, I kind of got involved in the kitchen a little bit. Went to a bread baking class with the head of the Bread Bakers Guild of America, and learned just one little segment of how to make an artisan bread, and came back and we're building on that. We've got that one kind of mastered now, and we're adding to the repertoire.
Very interesting. Now, before we wrap this segment up, what would you say? I know that you're probably a little biased here, but I want you to tell the viewers here what makes the Wood Fire Restaurant so unique and so interesting to come out here. I mean, you walk in and the atmosphere is amazing here, but tell us what you think it is.
Oh, it's a reflection of our community, and it's very much the people that work here. It's a hometown crowd, and we take a tremendous amount of pride in the quality of the food that we do and what we're able to offer in a small town.
Great. Well, Larry, thank you so much for being with us today. And you guys have a website the viewers want to go there, which is?
woodfiredining.com.
All right, we'll put that on the screen. We'll also have it on our website at myfresh.tv, so make sure to go on there and check it out. Make sure to come out to Dowagiac, take a little field trip up here, and check out the Wood Fire Restaurant. They have very unique eats and an amazing atmosphere here to bring a family to dinner. We'll be back after a short break, so stay tuned.